Hey guys, Tattoo for You, Richard here, and it's time for a Wyrd Wednesday update. So if you can see what I got here in front of me, I got in my Malifaux rulebook. And I scored this on eBay for $20. I'm not sure what it is regular. Regular, I guess it's 40 bucks. I got it for 20. He said there was some spine dings, a little bit. This is the second edition book too. Malifaux 2E. So, I'm not going to really do too much of a overview on it, only because I haven't really started reading it just yet. I do like you have your, your whole welcome to Malifaux. It's kind of the basic story, magic was leaving the earth. There wasn't enough of it, so some wizards got together, created a town. They opened a breach into another world. The town disappeared, I believe. Like there's a giant hole where the town was and a breach. I'm going to reread it, but don't quote me on that. It's more or less roughly the story that I'm probably making up half of. Because I did read quite a bit of it. But anyway, so this town, the breach they opened up to the other world led to Malifaux. And Malifaux was... on this other world, it was rich in this thing called soul stones, and this is like this. If any of you have ever played Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, and all that, you use soul gems. They're like basically like magic batteries. That's what I kind of think like see soul stones as. They're like magic batteries. So they would go over there and they would mine them and harvest them, and then at some point there was something happened on the other side of the breach, and the breach started closing, and a dead body got thrown through that said it's ours, or it said ours or something like that, like carved onto it, and then the breach closed and didn't open again for not hundreds of years, but several, like a really long time. And then when it opened back up, people went over there and yeah, they were leery, and by the time there was battles on Earth, there were battles between certain factions and groups to take charge of the soul stones that were left. And in the end, this group called the Guild won, and so they kind of took charge. They're like the head honcho government higher up. They're the ones in charge of everything. They're called the Guild. And then when the breach opened, of course, the Guild are the first ones to rush over there to see what's going on, and then set up a little government, set up a little system and rules and how things are to be done. And of course, you have other factions that want things too. I think we've talked about the other factions already before. So right here is Malifaux, the map of Malifaux, the city. You have the quarantine zones. These are, I guess, where it's like so dangerous, nobody wants to go there. Again, I'm still reading on all of that. You have your breach is how you get to the breach, from the breach. So it's from the other world. They got trains and stuff. I really love the aspect of this, that kind of Victorian era, westernish, just steampunky feel to it. It's pretty rad, man. Like I said, I'm not going to go over too much about it. I will say, it's got awesome. The rules are awesome from the bits and pieces that I've read. Your action reaction is kind of like chess. You move a piece, you do something, your other person does something, until you've gone through all your figures back and forth, and that counts as a turn. That's pretty cool, because I like it, because you can say you move a character and to do one thing, your opponent moves a character to do something else, and you're like, oh, well, I was going to do this with this character, now I've got to do that with this character to counteract what they're about to do. I like that. That's going to keep a pretty cool aspect. Whereas in 40K or other tabletop games, you're like, I move my entire army. And then you're like, okay. Then the other person goes and they move their entire army. And you have a chance to see where everybody's at. And then you can use your entire army to counteract that. Whereas this, you move, they move, you move, they move. Yeah, I just like that aspect. It's just a good back and forth thing where you're going to change your you have your idea, your tactics in 40K and other battles ahead of time. You're like, this is my goal. This is what I want to do. This is the objective I want to take over. I'm going to move my troops to do that. They're going to have to do something with their army to counteract my entire troop choices. Whereas this one, they're going to do it individually, like model by model basis, back and forth. So I don't know. It just seems cool. Once I actually get a game in, I'll really be able to understand it better and enjoy it. I will show this about the book, which I think is really cool. Where is it? Ah, here we go. It has all of your factions in it. But not only does it have your factions in it, it has characters for the factions. Like you go in here, like here is the guild. So here in the guild you have, like it has Lady Justice, and it has her cards. This is the card they would come with if you bought the set. Like I guess this is, it doesn't have all the figures, like it doesn't have the characters I have, like the, because I have the Take Back the Night Resurrectionist set. They don't have all of them in there. But you got here's some main characters. And it's got, like I said, it's got their cards. And the cards are everything, again, they said you would come in the box set with. Here's the judge. I know Orc Painter Nerd has the judge. He got the little box, the crew set. The crew set. I don't think these guys come with the core game, but and again, here's your cards. These are the exact cards that would come in that set. So it's pretty cool. You know, if you got this and you want to play a mock game and you want to use proxy models, you could pick characters out of this book and just use the cards on the individual page. It would suck because you're gonna have to flip back and forth. Oh, hold on, what is this guy? What? Oh, whoa! But you could do that, and you could get a game in that way and see who you like to play, how you like to play. You know, you're like, I really like the way this guy works. I'm going to get this character and play him, and you'll get the cards with them, so you don't have to flip back and forth in the book. But yeah, but it does this with every faction. It even has your upgrade cards in there too. Now, I'm pretty sure there are more upgrades than these, but this is like just core upgrades, I guess, that you could choose from. I need to get out my card set and look and match up my Resurrectionist with my other one to see what is what. You know, and like I said, these are legit. These are your cards. You know, it's got your Soulstone cost. Because instead of using points, they use Soulstones. You have to buy everything with Soulstones. Your characters cost certain certain Soulstones. Like say this guy, Santiago Ortega. Hola. He costs 7 Soulstones. I'm not sure exactly what all these mean underneath it. I know you have your different like unit types. Like this guy he's family. He's Enforcer, Living, Rare 1. And then you got over here, Family, Tormented, Enforcer, Living, Rare 1. Another Enforcer, Living, Rare 1. Let's go back here. We'll just go to Resurrectionist since that's what I play. That is the Arcanum. Those guys seem pretty cool too. Where are we? Here we go, the Resurrectionists. Here we have Seamus. And he is a Master Living. Here's Nicodem, which I picture is like Nicodemus. Love that name. He costs 3 Soulstones, or 3 cash. I guess that's Soulstones. Master Living, you have McMorning, I believe he comes in the main box set. Excuse me. He's a Master Living as well. Let me get one of these good ones in here. Oh, yeah, here we go. Madam Sybil. That's a beastie. She's a Henchman Undead Rare 1. Now, I'm not sure what all these rares and all this stuff means. And like this guy over here, he costs 9 points and his cash is 4. I'm not sure what that means. Here we have a Zombie Chupacabra. Yes, please. That is a Peon Undead Totem McMorning. I guess he's like a one that comes with McMorning. You got a Vulture for Nicodem. Here you got the Graveyard Spirit. That's a spirit. A Peon Totem. Again, these are things I need to look up and read and figure out what they mean. But my main point is your cards are here. They show you everything you need. You know, you've got the Nurse. She's a minion living tormented. So, this is a cool book. And like I said, you can choose... if you were unsure about the game, get the book. It's $40. Meh. Not bad for a rule book. But like you said, I could score them on eBay. Check them out. Find them. You could probably get them cheaper. So, good stuff. Can't wait to get a game in. I'm selling comic books on eBay right now. So, once I get enough sold and have some spare cash, I'm going to pick up another crew of... I'm going to pick. And you know what? Leave a comment below. Pick not a crew for me. Don't tell me which crew to get. But pick a faction, and I will look for a crew on there, and I will get that. I will possibly get that. Whichever faction gets the most comments, I will get it. And you have... all right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, so, like I said, comments below. Leave which one of the next factions you'd like me to get a crew for, so I'll have 2 different crews. Don't pick the Resurrectionists, because I already have those. So we have the Guild, already have the Resurrectionists, Arcanus, Neverborn, Outcast, Gremlins, or the 10 Thunders. So pick one of these guys, except for the Resurrectionists. So that's the Guild, Arcanus, Neverborn, Outcast, Gremlins, 10 Thunders. And as soon as I get some spare cash, that will be the next crew I get. Again, Guild, Arcanus, Neverborn, Outcast, Gremlins, 10 Thunders. I wish I could make a song about it. The Guild, Arcanus, Neverborn, Outcast, Gremlins, 10 Thunders. So, pick one of those, leave it in the comments below, and that will be the next crew that I get. Now, on to the crew I have. Here is Miss Molly Squidpidge. She is done. I don't think I want to do anything else with her. Oh, she's dead. I killed her. She's already dead, so she's undead again. So, and then here is the base finished. Oh, there. Okay, that just comes off. So this is a green stuff base. I did a little cobblestone, made it up. And then this was primed gray. And then I did that little wash thing where I did like a black wash, brown wash, and yellow wash. And I just washed it all over the whole thing to give it that nice stone effect. And then I came back with, I think either a country brown craft paint, which is kind of a lighter craft paint, or a white. And I just did a very, very subtle dry brush just to bring out some of the edges a little bit. I don't know if you can see it. So we do the weird hold. Yeah, you can't see that dry brush too much, but just a little bit on some of those cobblestones. So, they sell inserts for these things, but I opted just to do my own. None of these guys are glued down. So, here I did another one of those cobblestone effects. Yeah, there's a gap there, but I'm going to put some grass and stuff kind of growing through. I have these flat toothpicks that I got and I didn't know what to do with them, so I made like a little boardwalk kind of thing. And so here we have Philip and the Nanny. And again, like I said, they're not glued down. They're just kind of stuck on the green stuff. Here we have the Necrotic Machine. And another one that's just on the plain cobblestone, just like Molly, with a little bit of the edge of the road there. And what I'm going to do this week is I'm going to get these painted up and ready to go. Now, I talked about in the last video one of the Kruligans, how I liked his little spear thing, and I wanted to try to do that. I couldn't do it, but instead I did this. Using more of those flat toothpicks, I made a fence. And just kind of gave him a little mucked up little dirt ground. I'm probably going to glue on some little pebbles and stuff on there too later. Again, he's not glued down. He's just stuck on there. But I want to do grass. I have some really kind of rough grass that I'm going to put back behind here and have it poking through the fence once it's all painted up. But I was really pleased with that. So I decided on all the Kruligans to give them all similar bases. Kind of like they went together. This guy here. So all that messy super glue in the back. I'll flake that off and sand it and stuff. But him too, gave him kind of a muddy base. I'm gonna do like grass work and stuff, like get the real rough grass tufts and stuff going around the fences, make it look really worn. I think this is one of my favorites of the Cruligans. This girl here, she's just creepy with her little teddy bear. And then of course on her fence, I decided to make it look like it was falling over. I'm gonna tuck some grass up underneath there and up underneath there too, so it's really sticking out through there. But I'm pleased with these bases. They turned out actually pretty good. Once they're painted up, I think that I'll really enjoy them. But let's get these three together so you can kind of see them. So, yeah, I like those three guys. Those three, they'll look pretty good on the tabletop. So yeah. That is my update on my Malifaux. I will work on painting these this week. Get them primed. I'm on a goal right now to knock out a bunch of the unpainted stuff that I have. I'm currently working on some 40K stuff, but I want to get these guys all primed and painted. And then once I get stuff sold on eBay, after I check the comments and see what the winner crew was or winner faction is, I will pick up my next set and work on it as well. And then once it's done, I am going to beg and plead with my wife to see if she will want to play a game with me. So yeah, guys, I love you all, and I hope you had a wonderful time just hanging out and chilling and seeing where I'm at on my Malifaux stuff since I'm branching out. It's time to step out from the 40K and get in some creepy business. I love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And always rock that beautiful nerd life, my friends. I will talk at you later.